My name is Okama Thompson, and we did a project on social media. If the protection and privacy outweighs the enjoyment that it comes with. And Benjamin will start.
Yeah, so social media, the whole idea behind it is to make sure that people that use it as users can connect with one another with different platforms. So when we started the project on how to research for the problems of social media, we used databases online, and we even used Google Scholar. And that was the foundation for our outline that we made, and that was the evidence that social media can cause problems. So the biggest step and the biggest process that we had was, so we have this framework that social media matters. There are critiques. There are different levels and measurements of how it works. But does the good of it outweigh the bad of it on average? What do you feel about that, Okama?
Yeah, personally, from my personal experience, as I was sharing with you, a couple of weeks ago, that social media, I think the privacy and all of that, outweighs the enjoyment. You get what I'm saying? Because you as an individual is not going to be like want to go online knowing that your privacy is not like 100%. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
like with the incident, with the Facebook incident, with someone hacking my Facebook, that was like alarm for me. And even though I would normally go in, and switch my password out, I guess that wasn't the case. So after that, it was like, I was so vulnerable. It's I'm so iffy to go back on social media. Whereas
When
if it's
you
Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever it may be. So I think personally the enjoyment, is pretty much undermined. You get what I'm saying? The protection and all of the
right,
privacy policies.
was
Uh,
your Facebook hacked? Was your Facebook hacked, Okama?
repeat what that.
Was your Facebook hacked?
Yeah, it was. My Facebook was hacked. And I didn't know who was it. You get what I'm saying? Or what
Yeah.
the source, or where was it coming from? You get what I'm saying? I was just saw some messages came in, screenshot messages, which someone logged in from like the browser, the internet.
From the research that you found for Facebook, Okama, was this something that typically happens, or is it more of a rarity?
It typically happens. It's happened more than often. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yes, I do.
in one of the articles that we were reading that I discovered, they were saying that I think it was 90% of Facebook users, tend to use Facebook with
Hmm.
uh, with a cautious, they use it with caution, knowing that, they can't put everything out there because it's just like, the security issues and, privacy policies and all of that. You get what I'm saying? So they're like willing to like, not put everything out there, being that, how vulnerable they can be, to someone hacking their Facebook. So what are your thoughts on this, Ben?
You know what? Um, it's something that bothers me. It's hard for me to believe that all the trust and effort you put into Facebook, build connections, help other people post, and then when your Facebook is hacked, it's like the people at Facebook don't care. You know what I mean? It's like it's up to you then to recover what information matters, and then you have to go through the different venues to get it back. Because when I was researching, the biggest problem that people had with privacy, which is our main topic, privacy and protection, is that the younger the person or the less experienced person tends to post things about their life, and that can be stolen. Well, you weren't like that at all, because your webpage, what you're saying, was in shape then. It was that someone somehow got into your account and got your information, correct?
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that my biggest problem with why I'm against Facebook and other applications like that is because if it does get hacked, they're not accountable for it. They don't accommodate you. You know what I mean? It's like it's up to you to go on your phone, go in person, and to contact the friends that got hacked to make sure that nothing has been sent out wrongfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
there's no like backup website to show how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that's the biggest design flaw about Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, agreed, agreed.
Yeah. So that is what my initial research is. Now yours was more, mine was more about the philosophy behind why people get their information stolen. The research that I did was reasons why it happens and how it happens, and there are limited numbers. So on balance, then, would you, from the research that we did, are you more for texting and email or Facebook?
To Facebook will come last where that is
Okay.
regarded.
Okay.
So it's like I would prefer to do, emails as well as text messages, instant messages. You get what I'm saying? Instead of doing Facebook. I don't believe that Facebook is reliable. One of the things, it's just like uh, in one of the research that one of the papers, the articles that I found, they were saying that people who haven't been like victims of incidents like these, they tend to like don't relate to it. So for instance, it's like over the years I've been hearing that people's account has been hacked, and I'm like, I'm not even bothered by it. You get what I'm saying? Until it actually happened to me. I start reacting to it like in a different way, where it just had me like, oh, subconscious. Like I'm starting to like think about, everything that I do, like every single thing that I do on the internet. You get what I'm saying? Is it private or not? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
Yeah.
it, it kind of
So
like,
I agree because Facebook, the network, social media is supposed to be about equal participation amongst users, right?
yeah,
So if they're only caring about their Facebook page, then they're undermining the whole goal of having a Facebook page, and initially anyhow.
yeah,
But the biggest thing the frustrating thing is that I have is that there are different places that release information about Facebook, but Facebook, from what I was able to find, it's not like they have a backup system that was hacked. The only option that you have is to delete the contacts, right?
yeah,
Or to delete the Facebook page. It's not like you can go to another web page, find all your old contacts, copy and paste. You can't do that,
yeah,
and that's my frustration with applications like Facebook, because Facebook is supposed to be peer to peer, in my opinion. Okay, it's supposed to be something that if you or Kamal log on to Facebook, if I log on to Facebook, we can chat together, we can post. But if something happens like what happened with you, where it's stolen, then the accountability should be on Facebook. But from the research that we looked, it seems like they don't really believe in the concept, or they're just not simply going to find it to be plausible to do.
yeah, yeah, for real. Yeah, agreed. I totally agreed
So,
on everything.
mhm. Yeah, and
Totally.
then
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. So then I could see Twitter as being social media that is less dangerous because there's less options. I feel there's less pictures, there's less aesthetic appeal for it. People post all the time. You know what I'm trying to say? But I really think that since social media, and from the research we did, if it's going to be something that lasts where peers can communicate with one another as users, then there has to be accountability on the Facebook administrative end. Because
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about it, look at, they draw you in. It's a free account. You have options. You can build your network. But if something goes wrong, then where's the accountability, Okama? Where is it?
exactly. Who's accountable for everything. So, it goes hand in hand with everything, and as we, the topic says, like, the protection of privacy, outweighs it. So
Right.
outweighs the
So
enjoyment, So I
I
said
guess the last question is,
no, I said the topic as the topic says, the privacy and protection policy, you get what I'm saying? That outweighs, the enjoyment that social media has to offer, you get what I'm saying? Because
yep.
I don't want to be, social media is all about, enjoyment and things that people might go if you're bored or anything, you get what I'm saying, but
So,
at the
so
end of
for
the
you,
day,
Okama, it's the pleasure or the happiness that comes from using some a social media like Facebook is not nearly as strong as the weight of the privacy. Then, right?
yeah,
Okay. I
Correct.
agree. I agree with that because even though there's chances you can connect on games, post pictures, video record, I also agree that the happiness you get from that is not nearly as important as making sure that your privacy and protection is guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
All right, I'm finished. Are you, Okama?
Yep. Okay. Well, that's it for me. That's I'm Okama, and that's Ben.
All
That was
right,
our project on social media.
all right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.